Welcome to Shark Bite, I'm Sharky Finn. Coming on the heels of my recent air attack videos, we're now going to feature some ground attacks, specifically bowlers. Up first, we're going to have this attack from Surface Meg against this pretty well developed Townhall 11. He starts with a pair of giants, followed by a batch of bowlers and healers to keep everything alive. This is going to create the funnel. He brings in his CC troops filled with giants, followed by some wall breakers to open up the wall, and then funnels his heroes and remaining bowlers into the center. Now the clan castle has been triggered. He's going to use a poison spell and a rage spell. And finally the Grand Tome keeps everything alive while the Archer Queen works on those troops. And now the rage is really going to excite those bowlers as they take everything out in the core. And there goes the final Inferno Tower. Now the bowlers have broken up into batches, which is great, and they continue to work on those defenses. And a healer's working on the Archer Queen, but you can see that he needed to use the cloak to keep her alive. And just then a Sam takes out that healer, so the Queen's going to be all on her own. Now plenty of bowlers, we can speed this up. And the troops continue pounding away while the Archer Queen goes solo and tries to clean things up. And she manages to take out that Archer Tower with a sliver of health left, so she clears that side on her own while the remaining bowlers finish the job. And here we have an attack from old Valyria against this well-developed Townhall 11. He leads with a pair of golems to do his tanking for his bowlers, followed by some healers to keep everything alive. And then the main troops go right down the center with some wall breakers to open up that wall. Then while the troops are targeting, he drops a jump spell to keep everything focused on the center. Now we can see the range of that clan castle. So just about now the troops are going to trigger it and outpump some barbarians and some Valkyries, which would normally create a big problem, but a well-timed Grand Tome from that Grand Warden has kept everything alive while the bowlers just decimate this base. Another jump spell across the middle and some rage spells, and those bowlers are really going to town. Now the last of those defenses on the side are going down. And you can still see plenty of troops. Plus that Archer Queen is coming back to life with that healer on her. Now the healer turns off and starts to follow these golems. And then breaks off once again and starts following the main pack where she should be. You can see as the troops make their way around the base, plenty of time. We speed things up. And they all move into that corner and take out that Archer Tower. And she's done. And now we have an attack from Pufferfish against this imbalanced Townhall 11. You can see that this defender is really focused on his Townhall 11 defenses. The Inferno Towers and the Eagle have all been upgraded. Puffer starts with an Earthquake, really opens up that core. That dual layer of walls isn't going to help much. And he uses bowlers to create the funnel, and you can see he doesn't even need to use the healers because everything is outside the range. Now the main troops come down the center, and that Eagle has been activated. And it's targeting onto that Golem who's standing next to the BK. Now the bowlers are all right on task. And they move into the core and a couple freeze spells. Take those Infernos out of action. and a poison spell starts to work on the clan castle troops. As that last loon goes down, it's the last defender in this core. You can see the bowlers are just making mincemeat of everything. Everything in the core is wiped out, but you can see that many of the troops have been decimated. However, if you count the defenses within range, there really isn't much. And those healers are going to really add some life to this attack. Now, a nice royal cloak on that archer queen keeps her from getting taken out by that cannon. And now the golem starts to move into a tanking position. And unfortunately, it's just enough to bring the healers in line of that air defense, and they start to work and start to pull down the healers. Okay, healers are gone, but the golem continues to tank. And the archer queen and her spawned archers go to work on the rest of the base. Now, not many defenses left, but they continue to go, and we can speed it up. And you can see the golem just works overtime, tanking for that archer queen, and she's the real champion of this 3-star attack.
And there you have it, some nice 3-star attacks featuring bowlers on some Townhall 11s. I have plenty more attacks coming, so check back often, and be sure to subscribe. This is Sharky Finn, over and out.